Welcome back, everyone, and please join me on this beautiful Sunday morning to go and buy an ice cream. It's actually quite cold today. I think it's 1 degree Celsius right now. Looks like all the snow finally melted. It was -6 this morning, and I could still see some snow on the road, so I didn't come out earlier. But look at the sky. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love this light blue color. For those who don't know me, I'm currently working as a resident physician in Midwest, and I'm in my last year, about to graduate and start my fellowship in hematology oncology in a couple of months, where I'm excited to become a cancer doctor. For the time being, I started this channel while I'm a resident so that I can keep a record of who I was, where I've been, what I've done, just as a reminder, and create a time capsule where I can come back and be reminded how I started and the beginning so that I don't forget that good intention I had becoming a doctor. So a couple of weeks ago we had this resident appreciation day, and each of us got a gift card to buy ice cream. It was a way of the hospital to say thank you to all residents and medical trainees to help take care of the patients and help the hospital to run, because we do a good chunk of ordering, medical decision making. I mean, we are doctors with MDs or DOs next to our name, but we are still learning how to become a full licensed physician. So we do work under the supervision of a full licensed doctor. We call them attendings. So we have to go through rounds, go over the patients, present the case, and then come up with a medical decision together. It's always a teamwork. Medicine is no longer you can do on your own. Now, speaking of ice cream on a cold, supposed to be spring day, but it feels like winter. I don't like cold weather, but I do prefer it over a hot weather, because my logic is you can put more layers. And me being me, I've currently put on like 4 layers of clothes, maybe a little too much. I just did not want to freeze. And I have a hat, I have a scarf, I have sunglasses on, pretty much all non-jewelry accessory you can think of, I have them on. And it kind of looks like just a weird person walking with a phone in front of her and talking by herself. It's a weird feeling, but here I am, going to get an ice cream. Now, speaking of ice cream, it is my by far favorite food in the entire world. I can be pretty easily bribed with ice cream. And surprisingly, I don't like chocolate flavor or those typical like Napoleon or like the colorful ones. I like ones with nuts, like pecans or walnut, or with berries, like those blackberries or cherry. Oh, cherry's my favorite fruit. So I usually go for like cherry Bing chocolate chunk or something with walnut. They sometimes have seasonals with maple syrup and walnut. Oh, it's so good. I wonder whether they have it around this time of the year. They usually have it around fall. Just, oh, sorry, it looks like I forgot to turn on the crossing. My bad. Sorry guys, I totally was not paying attention. Thankfully there are hardly any cars around here, so please do not do what I did. That's a no-no. I'm gonna just press the button. Oop. And wait for the cross. Oh, look at that. Maybe it was gonna turn anyway if I pressed on the other side. But anyways, please do not do jaywalking. Not safe. Although this is super peaceful this morning. And do you think I can cross with this blinking? I'm just gonna press one more time. And yeah, look at that. Thank goodness. I just pressed the button again and changed to the person walking. Alright, my fingers are freezing. And if I sound a little sniffy, it's because the air is cold. And yeah, I'm having some secretions on my nose, like a normal person. Now, because I like ice cream so much, it was my stress food. I did confess that in my previous video where I ate a ton of ice cream as a medical student, like too much. It was easy for me to finish a container, like not a small one but a big one, in one sitting, and it got worse when I got stressed. I think the worst, or maybe the hardest rotation I did as a medical student in terms of physical burden and labor was my OBGYN. I had to do it in a regional hospital. It took me 2 hours per commute. I had to get 2 trains and a bus. And because I had to get there by 5 a.m. in the morning for day shift, or for night shift, I had to be there by 5 p.m. I think. And that meant, yeah, hardly any sleep, because it's a 12-hour shift. So by the time I get home, I have to, shower, eat something real quick, sleep. And then if you calculate the 2-hour commute, I only had about 3 hours of sleep, or 4 hours maybe. And it was in the middle of the winter in December. So it was terrible time of the year. Usually the snow plowing people weren't working before 4 o'clock. So if I wanted to catch a bus around 3 o'clock, I had to, yes, swim through that snow, sometimes as deep as my knees. There was a lot of hard work to even walk to the bus station, or the bus stop, and then the train station, and then a little bit of walking, a little bit of waiting, sometimes saying hello to random homeless people. I probably look like one of them myself, because yeah, I was very tired and exhausted. And I remember coming home on the train, I fell deep asleep to the point that I completely missed my stop and went to the final destination, like the final stop for the train. The driver tried to wake me up, and I don't think I woke up in the first attempt because he seemed pretty shocked when I woke up. But that's how tired I was. I'm very grateful that nothing dangerous or upsetting happened, because somebody could have taken advantage of that, of a sleeping medical student. I definitely remember that time very fondly. It was a period where I realized, first of all, it's hard without a car. And second, that there are people doing that every day to make a living, and how tough that could be to be commuting for 2 hours at a time in the middle of the night. Sometimes it gets pretty scary and lonely, but I'm glad I had those experiences, because when somebody mentions something similar, I can kind of relate. Oh, and that's one of the trains I had to take. Yeah. This is a really nice road. I used to walk here often. Sometimes to get ice cream, or sometimes to go to my church, my old church, and just to gather my thoughts, de-stress. And there are a lot of trees and pretty houses around the area, so it's a good way to relax. And look at the sky, oh my god. So back to the ice cream story. So yes, I told you earlier in my previous video that I ate way too much. I gained a lot of bad weight. So it was not muscle weight, it was fat weight. I was plump, and I just felt tired all the time. And I think one thing that I found was that I just could not stop eating sweet stuff. It was more than an urge, and somehow I wasn't hungry, but I felt like I had to just stuff myself to feel comfortable. Now, how did I work around that? Yeah, I tried meditation, I tried exercising, but moreover, I realized I had to get enough sleep, because if you don't sleep enough, your cortisol level increases, and that will make you more hungry, more stressed, and believe it or not, the body will accumulate fat. Okay, I'm gonna actually try to run here because it's blinking. Okay, it's still blinking. Oh, all right. Let's press the button again. Oh my god, so many crossings for this. That's the only caveat of this road, but that's okay because it makes things fun. So yes, I think it took me a very long time to get out of this ice cream addiction. Very unhealthy. And when COVID struck, I had to kind of give up on buying ice cream because I couldn't go to the store as often. And I took that opportunity to really reflect on myself. There are so many people getting sick and dying, and what am I doing? Harming myself. Like, if you're eating unhealthy and if your health is down the hill, believe it or not, I hate to say this, but we're kind of killing ourselves slowly. It's very sad. It's not respecting your health. Sorry, I'm just going backwards so that I can... I'm trying not to jaywalk, you know. I'm very tempted to cross right now because there are no cars, but it's still a red light and I know I'm filming, so I don't want to do that. One of the tips I got from my mentor, or I guess my coach, about this YouTube video is to say, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, or something like that. I'm a little shy to do that right now, even though I want to. I hope that you will stay with me long term and continue to enjoy my videos. So that's all I can wish for. So Anyway, I think I'm going to cross because this might be broken. It's taking forever, even though the other side, the car has, yeah, the car is going, so I should be. So yeah, I think the COVID was a wake-up call for me, just seeing a lot of people passing away, and I diverged my craving into doing something useful, like I helped out with the COVID efforts, like calling up results, following up with any positive screening tests, just helping out with the hospital effort in general.